What's up guys, it's your boy Flea coming back with another video. So those who already know, this is actually the underneath of the trunk floor. So the fuel cell is usually on the other side. This is what it looks like underneath it. Again, I've said this many times in like my TikTok videos. This is just the mock-up. Once I cut out the spare tire well and weld in a new floor, it's basically mimicking how the whole entire system is gonna run. So this is one harness that's basically done. I just have to connect the trigger wire, which is right here. I have to connect the ground wire to it. Also have a set of switches right here. Yeah, I already tested them, but 3 switches. One is for the lift pump, the other one is for the high pressure fuel pump, and then I got a third one. If I have like a fan or anything back there, I have the third one to control that. The harness that I'm basically making here, it comes separated like this, and then you get a separate yarn of the positive and the negative. So you're only using the 2 reds, not the middle, so you're gonna use 1 and 2. And for anyone wondering, where did I get this fuel pump iron kit, it's actually a universal one from Radium. That's what I'm using. I have 2 of them because I have 2 pumps, so I need 1 for each pump. The kit comes with everything you basically need aside from like control switches and stuff. I have a control switch because I'm running mine manually. I'm not gonna have it run off any ECUs or any like other type of triggers. The only triggers are literally gonna be the switches I bought for it. They come with fuses as well. You just have to pop them in, but each of them are 25 amps. 25 is the amps or volts or whatever they call it. You get 1 for each. So obviously, like if there was too much power or something was going on with the fuel system, it'll just pop the fuses, which is the safer way to run a setup like this. So that way, in case of any emergencies, the fuse will pop first before anything else would happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna show y'all how I made the first harness with the second one. I have here is actually going to be for the high pressure fuel pump that I have inside of the surge tank. This one's for the lift pump. The next thing I have to do is splice this one into the, well, not really splice it, but connect them. This one I have to add a wire like this because this is actually going to go to the battery. I'm just mimicking everything I did to that one to this. Stay tuned. Finally moved outside to the back of the car. Fuel pump wire harness wired up and everything. Well, it's wired up, but mocking it into like how it's gonna be ran and everything. I already have the power wire ran for both of those harnesses. The reason I even have that extra rope, originally was gonna put the high pressure fuel pump relay on this side, but I honestly didn't know how much space I had on this side to work with, so I ended up just putting them both together there. So that's why we ended up with such excess for that one line. Those are mocked up. The positives for the fuel pump is ready. Well, I have to redo one of them because one of them is actually too small for the connector. So I have to swap on a different one. I have the negatives grounded right there to the chassis. The fuel pump negatives will grounds ready. I just need another fit-in to fit the negative terminal, because the negative terminal is way smaller than the one that came with the Radium wire harness. Gonna work on that now. Another thing too, guys, that I also started installation of is the pods, steering wheel pods. The only issue I'm having is kind of like getting this to close back properly. I don't know if mine is messed up or I'm just not doing something correctly, because like if I get this side to snap in, this side is open like that, and I don't like, and that's fucking annoying because it wasn't like that before. This is kind of how it's gonna look. I'm just gonna rise that like slightly like here. This is my fuel level gauge here on this side, and I'm gonna have my fuel pressure sensor for the fuel rail, and I'm gonna have that run here, and then I'm gonna get one for the vent here, or the driver's side vent, most likely this one, because this vent here is broken, like that piece there is broken, and the other ones are good. So yeah, I'm probably gonna replace this one, and it's gonna be replaced with an AFR gauge so I can watch my AFRs and everything. But yeah, so that's the fuel level gauge. I just still have to get things wired up front, but as you guys can see, focus on the back right now. So yeah, all right guys, apologize for the wind. Also, my fucking thumb got fucked up at work, so yeah, But a little update. So for the most part, I'm getting majority of the wiring is done now until I get my solder in so I can solder the wires. So far, it works. I have everything pretty much connected besides the main high pressure fuel pump in the back. I literally just tested it out. So the lift pump, which is under here, is wired up and is connected and working. I just tested it with the switch. I have the switch connected into the trigger wire for both. So that's how I trigger it manually. Rather keep it standalone, if that makes sense. Like, God forbid, let's say maybe one day I say, you know, fuck it, I wanna get rid of the fuel cell, I wanna go back to OEM gas tank. I can literally just pop the OEM gas tank back into the car, connect what needs to be connected, and that's it. Versus me splicing into that, probably ruining the harness just so I can make it work with the fuel cell. Just connected power just to test everything out. I have it connected directly to the battery. It's gonna be on right now. I'm actually gonna end up connecting it most likely to the trigger. Obviously, when you turn on the car, I gotta prime the pumps. So when I'm priming the pumps and everything, yeah, I'll probably just connect this into the third switch so it's connected via switch, if you get me. It's pretty fucking nice, yo. It's a little crooked. I just gotta bring it over, but that looks nice. So now I pretty much just have to connect the level sensor to the fuel cell, and that's it. But yeah, guys, it's connected. Time to put the fuel cell back in. So basically, I gotta figure out which one of these wires, but I'm gonna only guess that it's gonna be the yellow ones, but I have to double check. This is for the level sensor. We're gonna connect this into the actual fuel gauge, and I believe one is for power and one is for ground, hopefully. Yeah, let's get to it. Kind of tidying up most of the wiring until I solder them together and then wrap them up into like one harness together. So like, there's only those two, which is one of them is for the sender and one of them is actually to the trigger wire. The ground is already Gucci, which I'm gonna solder the ground too, but it's tucked up there for right now. And then I have it grounded to the frame right underneath here, and then I'll zip tie everything once I do, you know, the soldering. Same thing here, I'm gonna be soldering those, but basically the switches will sit somewhere here. This is pretty much gonna be the mock-up because I'm not using the center console. That's where I'll probably have them sit on the next / newer console that I get. As far as the rear, I have everything ran like this because this is how I'm gonna run it through the car. Thing that's gonna be different is that you guys won't see it because I'm gonna be doing a whole entire interior swap on the car. So when I take out the interior and the rug and everything, that's when I'll be able to fully run those wires underneath in there and through the interior, so that way it's seamless and nobody sees it. This one I'm not worried about because it's going through the under trim, the under panels. You won't see it basically. Trunk is a little bit of a mess. Everything with the fuel pumps are good. Those are connected, wired up, work, tested. The only thing that still needs to get figured out, level gauge. It's not reading properly. I'm still trying to figure out the wiring for it. Any way I connect them, it just gives me a full tank gauge, and the tank's not even full. So definitely we'll have to mess with that a little bit more. But for the most part, the main plumbing of it is done, like wiring and everything. So the next big task is obviously to finalize everything and then fully connect the last fuel filter, because I'm going to be running two. I have one back there. There's going to be another one where the factory one sits, and then fuel rail has to get connected up and everything. So a couple more things to do, but making great progress.